All right, and we're back. Hey, everybody, how you doing? It's Uncle Bruce here, Stock Markets with Bruce, for the last hour of trading today and the first hour of the aftermarket here on Friday, April the 16th, 2021. Welcome to the last hour of trading for the week. I hope you're doing all right. Hope you're getting excited for your weekend. Cheers to all of you from TWB land and Stock Markets with Bruce land. Thank you all of you for your support. Following my channel. I don't know if you know, but we happen to have some new items available too. I'll show you those a little later. The Redbubble store, we're loading it up with new merchandise and new logos. So hopefully you'll enjoy those. Jen has been working away like crazy to get these logos set up just right, along with our video editor. So we're very happy and very excited. We've got the markets right now up 182 points on the Dow. Up 1675 on the S&P 500, and we're up 14.6 points on NASDAQ. Green across the board. NASDAQ finally went positive. I was talking about that this morning, figuring that it's possible that NASDAQ would turn positive today. The Dow looks like it's at its highest level of the day, or just about at it right now, very close to it. The oil market down 34 cents to 63.12 has had a good week this week, from that 59 level to 63 bucks a barrel ballpark. The GameStop shares are at 152.50, down 394 on the day, and I think we're near the low of the day. 151.25 is the low, so if it wants to drop a little more, it will give us the low trade, $1.25 away. Volume, a paltry 3.96 million shares. There is nothing going on as far as activity, and it tells me that we're just not getting under. We're not getting any news either. There's no press release from the company today. If there would have been one, it would have been probably before the opening this morning. So very quiet. No other commentary out there that I can see. We're in the option expiry day. Today is the option expiry day for all stocks, and so these shares, GameStop's, their options expire this Friday. For the options dated this Friday, and with an hour to go, 58 minutes to go, we are at 152.50. So any contracts at $150 or lower for at this moment in time are in the money. The question on everyone's mind will be, where do we end up on the day here? We did reach a high of 160 ever for a moment in time this morning, but couldn't hold it. And now we're into this 152 range. Is the $150 range going to be the neighborhood that this stock will be kept at by market forces that have big interests regarding short positions and what have you? We'll sit here and see what gives. Can the stock go up $25 in the last hour? Yeah. Could it go down $25 last hour? Yeah. Can it do any of that in between? Yeah. So we have a $50 range that we're dealing with, that we could be dealing with, or absolutely nothing whatsoever. So we'll keep an eye on it. I'll keep you posted on what I see and how it's going. Michael, how you doing, buddy? Any thoughts on REITs or tips to hedge your bets? Another great week watching you, by the way. Thanks, buddy. The REITs, in Canada, we have REITs, which are real estate investment trusts. These are an interesting set of companies that were created in the 90s due to tax advantages. And the finance minister of Canada basically outlawed the creation of new REITs in the early 2000s. And it was a trend that business was really going to avoid serious taxation. But REITs are they're a hybrid of sorts. I'm not going to try to explain it to you on the air because I haven't looked up a REIT in years, so I'm not up to speed on all of the ins and outs of a REIT. But a lot of office towers, a lot of office buildings in downtown cores across North America are owned by entities that are known as real estate investment trusts, and these trusts run their affairs in such a way as to basically max out returns on the buildings and pay off as high an income in the form of dividends to the investors that it can. And then occasionally they will refinance themselves for additional capital and then roll over picking up new buildings or buy new property or spruce up existing property and move along. I really don't have an opinion on them. They used to be the darlings of Wall Street and Bay Street in Canada because of their high yields. A high percentage of profits were just shot back to the investors, rather than maybe only a third of profits to investors and 2/3 into building the business and making it higher. REITs were trying to basically stay the same size all the time and just keep spinning out cash. In this environment of low interest rates, obviously a high yielding instrument is attractive to a certain kind of investor, whether it's a pension fund, a mutual fund. Some hedge funds are looking for long-term income, decent income growth. Certainly investors of a certain age will want to be into high yielding instruments. So of course, a REIT is one, or a high yielding dividend fund if you can find one. But in an interest rate environment and an inflation rate environment that in the last 10 plus years has been near zero, really low, you're not going to get 8% yields everywhere on the street, because it's just not attainable. Any company that can spit out a huge cash dividend, you'll find that their shares usually rise in value to a point where the yield to you drops, because the higher, let's say a stock pays a $1 dividend and trades at $50 a share, that's a 2% yield. If the stock goes up to $100, then the yield is 1%, because you're only getting a $1 per share, and the shares are $100, and now you're getting a 1% yield. So a 5% yielding stock is not gonna last very long, generally speaking, unless the security underneath it is in real trouble. Like I've seen people ask me in the past, hey, I see a stock that's got a 8.5% yield. Then I take a look at the company going, oh yeah, they're just about to go bankrupt. They're in real trouble. They're not going to be able to make those payments. It sounds like an 8.5% yield per annum, but they're not going to make the next dividend payment. They're going to default on it, or they're going to cancel it, and they're likely not paying their bankers either, because they're a company in trouble. That's because the shares have gone down so much in price. The dividend hadn't changed. The dividend has always been at the same amount, but the dividend up here and the stock price down here, the yield looks great. Not going to last, and generally doesn't happen. We've had scenarios where Jen is looking for something. I don't know. Jen, can I help you? You're lost.
Oh, no, I'm fine.
You're good. Jen is looking for something. She's walking around looking for something. I've seen, I was mentioning IBM a couple months ago to a lot of you folks out there who are watching me. If you're still watching me from back then to this point, I was talking about IBM as a good buy about around $119 a share. And at the time, if you'd have bought IBM at $119, you would have received about a 5.4% yield on your money. Well, IBM today is $134, so it's up $15 a share in price. That means your yield is down to $492. There's nothing wrong with a 4.92% return on your money on anything you buy that is, if it's a solid investment. IBM is one of those solid stocks that that are going to be here next year. They're not going to disappear in 3 months. They're going to be around another few decades. They're a pretty solid outfit. But at 134, you're yielding 4.92% on your money. Again, with inflation at around 3, this is a good yield. And compare a 4.92% yield against a 10-year Treasury note from the United States government. You're getting 1.55% from the USA, or you're getting 4.92 from IBM. And over the next 10 years, my hunch is the T-bill you buy from the government of the United States will be worth exactly what you paid for it. If you paid 10 grand for the T-bill, it'll be worth 10 grand. You buy 10 grand worth of IBM, I think in the next 10 years, your stock will be worth more than $10,000 10 years down the road. And I wouldn't be surprised if the company ups their dividend yield, ups their dividend payout over the 10 years going forward, which could mean that maybe you would still get a 4.92% yield on your IBM a decade from now, but to get the IBM might run you $20,000 instead of the $10,000. In other words, it went up 10,000 in value. The yield, the dividend went up as well to still yield 4.9. giving you a $10,000 capital gain, and you're actually generating 9 to 10% on your original investment at that point in time. And that's how the rich get richer. If you can hold a stock long enough and have a capital gain on it long term and live off the dividend income, and the dividends get bumped 10, 15% a year every year for a decade and beyond, this is how you become a very wealthy person. And again, it's not with one share, though. You're going to need a lot of stock to do it. So sometimes the old adage is true. You need money to make money. That's true. If you're 30 years of age today and you just start buying IBM and nothing but IBM, every month you throw money into IBM, you just buy it, you just buy it, you just buy it. Over time, you'll have some stock, you'll have some money in there, and the dividend coming in, you bring them in and just buy more stock with the dividend and just compound the compounding over the long haul. You'll grow your wealth. Yes. But that might not be exciting enough for some of you out there, because some of you out there are looking to me to say to you, Bruce, can you tell me the stock I can buy this afternoon that's going to go 10 times its value by Monday morning, and in a week and a half from then goes up another 10 times its value? I'm in a hurry to get rich, and I need to get rich now. I don't necessarily have that information for you handy, but I can tell you that if you buy IBM for the long haul, I think you're going to be all right. Anyway, welcome to the show. Welcome to Bruce, the stock man here. Uncle Bruce with Stock Markets with Bruce. We're looking at the Dow at 156 points, a little slump here in the last hour. We'll see if this has a little pause before we take a shot, or are we giving up some gains. GameStop, $153 a share, down 344 on the stock today. Volume today on GameStop is a paltry 4 million shares, 4,040,000. Very quiet. Over on AMC, they've had a rough day too. They had a very nice start in the first 30 minutes this morning. It looked like they had that stock at 10.03 right off the bat. But unfortunately, by about 11 in the morning, it was under 10. It was down to 970, and then it dropped all the way to 909 today. Now it's around 12:30 this afternoon Eastern time. The stock now is at 927. So it's only 17, 18 cents higher than the low of the day, down 63 cents on volume of 35.4 million shares. So AMC not having a good day. It has had a little improvement from the low of the day to get up to about 932, but now it's given up 4 of those cents to be back at 928, down 62 cents. Not good on AMC today. On Vector Acquisition, though, the SPAC, good day for Vector Acquisition. Look at that. Trading at 1086, up 33 cents today. Very good move. It was as low as 1027, now sitting at 1086. So we're happy to see that. Again, I'm a long-term fan of the company, that they're merging with Rocket Lab, and I think they are going to do very nicely as a public company once their merger is completed and they're trading as Rocket Lab. On the other SPACs, not much to tell you about, unfortunately. Fortress, Starboard, VGAC, and Navsite Holdings are either 1 or 2 cents off of their day's trading. No movement, no changes. Social Capital, IPOE is down 18 cents. Gore's Holding down 13 cents. And that's all. So none of them are having a bad day. Just none of them are having a great day, other than the Vector Acquisition up 33 cents. It's the winner of the day of the pack. Vanek Vector's Semiconductor Fund. That one is down $1.25, and it is at 252. The talk, more and more talk is coming out now from the financial channels and other sources about the seriousness with which the U.S. government is taking the computer chip shortage. This is not a USA problem. It's global, and every country in the world is concerned with respect to the security of supply of computer chips for all devices going forward. And it's amazing how this business constantly reinvents itself, constantly upgrades itself, and how computer chips today are doing so much more research and increasing the speed and power of these chips. it's quite something. So anyway, if you want to pick up I think a good long-term solid investment where you can just put money in every month and not worry about it, this is another one of those. It's like an IBM or like a Home Depot. This is Vanek Vector's Semiconductor Fund, 60 odd computer stock chip makers inside the one ETF. And it's had a good run, and it'll continue to have a good run. I think it's a winner. Where am I here on Home Depot? Up 441 today, having a very good day today at 327. The Dow now up 163, maybe coming back on again a little bit. Microsoft up 82 cents. It's had a good couple of weeks. Apple now at 133.97, just under 134. Down 53 cents on volume of 61 million shares today. Apple is recovering from its sell-off that it had in the last 3 months. Back in January, take a look at this chart here. Back in January, the stock was up here. Was in the 145 range. That was its high, 145, right there. All right, and then in February, January, February, March, and now April. In March, it bottomed out right there at about 119. And now here, right today, we're at 133.99. My guess is in the next month or two, it'll hit new highs. That this stock will run up, past 145. It'll go past 145. It may go into the 150s, maybe 160 between now and the fall. The company is doing well financially. They have brought out new product line. They've got new launches to announce. Sales are good. The economy is hot. The U.S. economy growing beautifully. Consumers are consuming. A lot of folks, when it comes time to turn over their computer, they go to Apple and get another one. They just get another Apple product. They can't be shaken out. And the Apple people are growing in all divisions. And these dips, when you see an Apple dip like we had from 145 to 119, which is only 26 bucks a share. It's not like it fell out of bed. That was a dip that a number of pension funds took advantage of, hedge funds and investors. And here we are at 133.99. I think that this stock can be a $17, $18 gainer between now and the fall. That is 12-13% from here. Not a bad move. Good long-term, solid company just to buy it and forget about it. Buy it and forget about it. If you love Apple product, buy Apple stock if you can. There you go. Very good. Tesla is in the green today, but barely. It's 36 cents to the good right now. 739.21. The high today, 749. It was $10 higher at about noon today. Took a real shot today. It went from about 700 and what's that? 730, something like that. Where was that stock at? 730, went all the way up to 749, a $19 gain in about a half an hour. But it's now given up 10 bucks of that gain to 739.17. It's almost flat, almost unchanged on the day right now. Volume of 24 million shares. Very interesting what's going on with Tesla. Very good. There you have it. Bed Bath & Beyond up $1.25 to $25.79. That's stabilized finally. BlackBerry down 9 cents to $8.68. Over at the cruise lines, Royal Caribbean is up $1.18 to $85.68. Norwegian up 8 cents, $28.36. And Carnival up down 17 cents on Carnival, $27.13. That's where we're at there. The banks have had a good week this week. JP Morgan is up $1.01 right now. The chart for JP Morgan the last 3 months down from a 130 range all the way up to the 153 range. Over at see if I have any of these others up here. Goldman Sachs sitting for the last 3 months from the under 300 range, 290 and below now to 342. Still only trading at 8.5 times earnings. That is cheap paper, considering it's one of the classiest brokerage firms in the world. But there's been this worry about these hedge funds. This one hedge fund that was overexposed, had a big margin call. Is this a problem for the markets? I say it isn't, but markets are fickle. And so you have to just, watch the markets and see what they want to do. DraftKings up 71 cents to 58.19. They just signed a deal with two other online bettors to do a deal with the NFL. That is being talked about quite a bit. Another indication, that is a SPAC, by the way. That is a former SPAC, DraftKings, $10 company, 58 bucks a share. I'm expecting a lot of news from the SPACs that I follow. And within now and about 30 days from now, do not be surprised that a number of the SPACs that I've been talking to you about will have transformed into their new named companies. And off we go with a bunch of news. GameStop looks like it's trying to reach 154 right now. Just a little better than in the last 30, 40 minutes. If it can break the 155 barrier, that'll be the best level of GameStop in about 2 hours. If it can break 156.44, that'll bring the stock back to where it was at 11:30 this morning. The last time we were up on the day was 11:30 this morning. That's a while ago. The high today, only $160. So this stock is $7, $6, $7 away from its highest level of the day. We've had a very narrow trading range for GameStop today. And at this moment, 153.67, I think, is where we're at right now. Light volume, options expiring on all stocks today. Not much to get into there at this point. That's what we are watching and seeing and where we're at. IPOE a little better. Yes, it's true. IPOE was down to 1593 today. It is now back to 1614, down 14 cents. Definitely having a bit of a run here. Tad better, but we have no official news from IPOE, the symbol IPOE, to change anything other than that. It's just a recovery on the day. Okay, let's see. What are the folks saying here? Welcome, everybody, to the show, the channel, the live last hour. We have 265 thumbs ups going through this day right now with 1,700 people here. Thank you, all of you, for supporting my channel with thumbs ups. Thank you for becoming members of this channel. Thank you for all your kind words and comments. Really appreciate it. A lot of you are noticing the beginning of the beginning. You're beginning to notice how you're getting your little logo beside your name. Some of you are noticing you now have a green logo instead of an orange logo. And what does that mean? It means that you are now a member of this channel for the second month. Your turnover has taken place, and I thank all of you for renewing your membership in this channel for another month, and hope you're enjoying it. It's lovely to have you with us, and I hope you're enjoying the ability to comment on these live shows, also to use the emojis like crazy, and also from once in a while I'll send you a message just for sponsor members, for channel members. We have updates, and thank you, all of you, for rolling over and coming in here again. It's fantastic that you're here. We are, like I say, now 318 thumbs ups, 11 thumbs downs. Thank you for the kind support. 154.19 on GameStop. We have broken the 154 level, so that's the best in over an hour. Now we'll see what momentum is behind this, if it can break through 155 or not. Can the GameStop continue on? If it can, that will be its highest level in over 2+ hours. And at 156 odd, it will be the best level since this morning. So it wouldn't take much for GameStop to have its best levels of the day here. It isn't that far off the highs of the day, but the market has to want to give it to us. The Dow is up 175 right now. That's improving for sure. We're glad to see that. And S&P is up 16 and Nasdaq's up 15. So we've got the right direction going here for the markets as a whole. Alrighty, there you have it. 154.20 on the stock. Just reading a headline: former Vice President Pence recovering from surgery to implant a pacemaker. He's recovering, apparently. Best wishes to him and his family. Those are the latest updates. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I didn't hear no bell, says Matthew. Alrighty, there you go. Welcome all to this channel. Thank you to, who was that? Thank you to Matthew. Thank you there. And also, let me just double check through here. Okay, thank you, all of you. There's a big buy wall on GameStop at $150 apparently, so that's going to keep a base on it. That's interesting. And let's go. I bought some more stock. Tons of upward pressure. Fantastic. Elon must tweet GameStop to the moon. That's what he must do. Alex, a positive chart going across the board. Right on, guys. Thank you for being here with me today. If you have any questions, let me know. Any thoughts, let me know. We'll keep you posted on what I have here. Right here with you, Bruce. I learned so much this past month. Appreciate you and Jen. Thank you so much for stating date and time at the beginning of your live shows. Right on. Thank you all. And let's go. What else is being said here? Will the color change every month on that logo beside my name? It'll change after the first month and the second month. It changes into the next month, I believe. Let me take a look here. It becomes it stays orange in the first month. It becomes green in the second month, blue in the third month. Those are your first 3 months, 3 changes. And then after 6 months, you're going to turn it. It's going to turn into a fuchsia color. So after 3 months, you still have after the second month blue for a few months. Then you become fuchsia after 6. After 12 months, it's yellow. After 24, it looks like it turns into a purple color. So that's what I see going on the logos. And so soon we will have a plethora of colors to look at. As you are watching the folks go by, you'll see different colored logos besides the different names, and you'll note what your color is, and you'll see how the colors change the longer you are a member. That is fantastic. 154.72 on GameStop. We're approaching 155 on the stock. Will it do it? We don't know. We're watching. We just got a new member came through here in just the last few minutes. Christopher, welcome. New member Christopher D is in the house and has joined the channel as a member. Chillin with Uncle Bruce member is what you are, and I appreciate that. Thanks for chilling out with us today and for the next month. And make sure you get your emojis going and let us know. 155.16 on the stock. We just broke through 155 like it was butter. Hot knife through soft butter. 155 right through it. Very interesting. Stock is improving a little bit. This is definitely the highest level in about 2 hours or so. A little bit higher than this, another $1 or so, and we will start to break through. 156.30, 156.50 or so. We will have the highest level since this morning, and that will be also, if we can break 156.44, that'll be the plus side of the argument. We'll actually be up on the day, so it wouldn't take much, $1.20, and we're up on the day. So 155.27. We're running along here. Volume on the day now, 4.3 million. We've had 300,000 go through in about 15 minutes. That's a good sign. Definitely a leg up on the stock. Here, the question is, how much power will it have going through, or is this just a little blip? But it looks all right, 155 and holding at this point in time. That's what we see on GameStop right now as we are coming into the last 32 minutes of the day with the options expiring at the bell. We're going to watch this, obviously, rather closely. Christopher is being welcomed by a whole bunch of folks. The neat logos are coming up. Emojis. Let's see. Derek Johnson says, my wife got mad at me yesterday because we caught our son eating crayons, and I said, good boy. Oh, man. There's a small selling wall at 159.96 to 160. So a little bit of volume would eat through that rather easily. We'll see how that plays out. The great shorts war is what's going on. Let's go. Hey, Bruce, where's Tony? I'm sure Tony's around. I'm sure Tony is watching from the sidelines. He's watching if you're behaving yourselves or not. Maybe he's talking to a few people about what life is like on the outside and what it was like on the inside. He could be kind of comparing notes. You never know with Tony. He's got a lot going on out there. He's had a lot on his mind this week, and you got to be careful. We don't want to upset him. Thank you for the 397 thumbs up so far. 13 on the downside. Appreciate the thumbs ups, getting us over almost over 400 here. I think we're going to hit 500 thumbs ups pretty quickly. Thank you all very much for these thumbs ups. I appreciate it a lot. A bunch, a whole bunch, a whole lot, a whole lot, and a whole bunch. Okay. Thank you. What else is going on here? Let's take a look here. Double checking. I had a gentleman yesterday make a donation to my PayPal account. This came through last evening. Actually, it was through the overnight hours, and I just wanted to give him a shout out for this. If I can find it, there was that, and where was that? Where was that? Here. Was it here? No, that wasn't it. Thank you. Here it was. Yeah, I think it was right here. Right, Jeremiah Guillermo. Jeremiah Guillermo, thank you for the donation you made. I have a standing offer to any of you out there. A few of you ask me, but not often. But once in a while you do. I wanted to show you this right here. You notice you've noticed this behind me here for the last little while. This here is a board of medallions. They're about the size of a quarter. And Jeremiah was asking me, do you happen to have a Chicago Blackhawks logo medallion handy? Yes, sir, I do. If you're a fan of the Chicago Blackhawks or Tampa Bay Lightning or Washington Capitals or Minnesota, or you see any of your teams here, Boston, Edmonton, Detroit, you see one of your favorite teams here, you can order one of these logos. We'll mail it to you. Jen and I will pop it in the mailbox for you. Even a couple of, I got a few basketball, but not much, and a couple of baseball, and I mean not much. I even have a UCLA. But up here, I've got a few NFL teams, not many. These were from my sports store. A donation of $10 US or more to my PayPal account. Send me your name and address. Tell me which one you want. We'll mail one to you. These have a 3M back on the back of them where you just peel off this little 3M thing, and you can stick this onto anything you want. Some folks put it on the back of their telephones, like right here, or they put it on they stick on like like you have like a leather wallet. You can put on a leather wallet, it won't come off. I mean, you have to really work to get them off. The stickiness is incredible. I have had situations where I've taken one off and it's been tough, but then you use crazy glue to stick it on something else. You can do that. Anyway, these are great. These are logos from various teams. I have a few left over. I don't have every team in the universe, but you send us a donation. Let us know which one you want. We'll dig one up for you. Mail it to you, and we thank you for your support. These are some of what I call the leftovers from the sports store from years ago. Nanette Schroeder, thank you for this super sticker. That is very kind of you today to do that. Also, XY Chromosome is now a new member of this channel. Welcome, XY Chromosome, to the family. I'm glad you're here. I'm just thrilled that people are joining every day. We find new members. New members are coming in every day. It's just great. I love you guys. Thank you so much for this. Adding to the strength of this channel, it is fantastic. So there you go. If you're a fan, you're a fan. I need a Nashville Predators? I have one. Nashville Predators is I believe is right here. Am I not? Or yeah, here they are, right here. Here are the Preds. You want one? There's the Preds right there, baby, right there. How about that? Yeah, you can get one. Just make your donation on PayPal. I'll send you Preds. Fantastic. There you go. Thank you, everybody. All of you, thank you so much for your support. It's tremendous. Here's Tony right here. I told you, I called dibs on the Packers coin. See, he's here. He's here. He was just hanging around. I don't know if I have a Packers coin though. Do I? I don't think I have one anymore. I do have a Packers pendant that you can put on a necklace. Like I can send you a little gold chain necklace if you've got special someone you want to give one to. Those are also $10 each. Not real gold, but they work. We can always do that. Anyway, thank you. 155.46 on GameStop, going higher again, inching up a little closer to the 156 neighborhood. Will it happen? I don't know. Watching closely, 155.43 on GameStop. Needs to give us about another $1, and we would then be in the positive territory for the day. And that's completely doable. It's just a question of will the market give us this kind of a move. Dow is up 183 now with 26 minutes to go in the day. S&P up 16 and NASDAQ up about 11. That's where we're at right now. 155.65 on GameStop, getting closer to the break even. 155.86 on GameStop. It's only down 70 odd cents on the day now, as it is slowly but surely coming on little by little. It's a definite move up. I'll show you this chart right here. Double check. You notice this move right here, right here. Look at that. It's definitely coming on right at the end of the day there. Definitely moving. But look what it did this morning. You can see how high it was here this morning, and then it slumped latter part in the day here, bottomed out again. Now it's had this relentless run up. It's about a $4 move. Looks like it was sitting around 152.30. Now 155.50, coming up to 156. So it's definitely a move, but it's not a gigantic move today. The volume of 4.3 million today. We're not going to be able to jump up and down and go, look at the volume. The volume is not our friend today. It's very quiet. Anyway, there it is. Fantastic. Little by little, we are inching higher. Hopefully on the GameStop. So Jeremiah, thanks again for a donation. We got a Chicago Blackhawk medallion coming your way, buddy. We got your address. We got everything. You sent it to us just like you're supposed to. And thank you for that donation through PayPal. And you betcha, we'll get you your medallion will be in the mail today. So hopefully next week sometime it'll land in your Chicago area. I got a whole bunch of Chicago fans that follow me. I don't know if I do. I do have a Chicago Bears medallion. If any of you want a Chicago Bears medallion, and or the Blackhawks, they're $10 each. Just let us know. All right, 155.20 on GameStop. Let's go GameStop. Ron Johnson, thank you. How about the Seattle Kraken? No, I haven't got Seattle Kraken. Sorry, I'm not even sure. Is the logo even out yet? I don't even know what it looks like. Ostrike, my wife's boyfriend caught her cheating on him with her husband. Any advice? Nope, I cannot. I'm not an advice giver when it comes to that kind of thing. Just not able to help you there. Sorry. DFV has tweeted, apparently. The missing XY chromosome in the house. We're all here watching the final run on this day and for the week on the markets right now. Where are we going to end up is the big question. Oh, man. Bruce is my girl. I'll give it to my wife's boyfriend. There you go. Tony's here. Hello there. Executed one more share at 154.44. Right on. What else have we got going here? A lot of folks saying hi to us. Thank you, everybody. Chicago is in the house. That's right. Chicago is in the house. Let's see. What else is going on? Thank you, everybody, for being here. Alrighty, 154.80 on the stock, down $1.64 on the day. 154.93, 154.95, coming on again, trying to get back to 155. Come on, stock, give us a shot. 206, 209 is the gain on the Dow Jones. That is definitely the high of the day now. The Dow Jones Industrial is having its best point of the day, I believe. And that is a good sign for the big markets. The high today, 256. Yep, 34,256. We're right around that high point of the day right now. Good to see the Dow closing and getting stronger towards the close. That will bode well for the rest of the markets. Microsoft up $1.21. Apple only down 43 cents. IBM $1.29. Home Depot up 5.56. Very good. Very good. 154.60 on GameStop, down 184 a share. All right. Selena Soccer question: when the short attacks stop and when the shorts and failure to deliver start to actually get covered, or if the DTTC steps in, will buying start early in the AM or all day or in the afternoon? Is there a pattern? That's a good question. That is really a good question. I can tell you that when I was branch manager of a brokerage house. This is old school. This would be back in the 80s, but a lot of this is similar and it really hasn't changed much. But back in my time, of course, I'd have my 25 salesmen, coming in all morning long, starting at 6:30 in the morning. Markets open at 7:30. I would get my cage manager, my operations guy, who was getting instructions from head office, the head office collection department, the folks in the head office that were looking at accounts that were underfunded or were late in paying or all that kind of stuff. He would get a printout every morning through a fax that would show him the accounts that they are concerned about at head office with regard to my branch. Now, my operations manager and we ran a very tight ship with regards to exposure of the markets. We really tried to run a tight ship. And a lot of my salesmen didn't like us for that. They didn't like it that we were on these guys like heavy duty to clean up accounts, to keep accounts cleaned up. Anyway, every day we got our list. And if we got an alert from head office saying client so-and-so owes 50 grand to the house for a stock they bought 8 days ago, they haven't paid, only 5 days settlement, it's been 8 days, sell this guy out, sell out the position, and try to get the dough. We will look at the account. Obviously, we're always looking at these accounts. We'd noticed that the account's only worth $45,000. He owes us $50,000. Guess what? He's upside down. We would get the directive that by the end of the day today, there will either be the money in the account or this guy is sold out and we're suing him for the 5 grand. Like one way or the other, we're not going to be sitting on a $50,000 problem at the end of the day today like we're sitting on right now. And so I would call the salesman in. As soon as the salesman showed up, I'd haul him in and say, look, Toronto is on us with regard to your star client, this guy who you say is a great client. Time to step up with this guy. Maybe you may want to go visit him in his office and pick up a check from this guy. After all, he owes us 50 G's. Where's the dough? Why did he buy 50 grand worth of stock last week and he hasn't paid us? I think I know why. It's worth only $45,000. He was looking for a flip. That's what he was up to. So there you go. Fred Brune got your donation, Fred. Thank you. We'll get you one of them. We would say to the salesman, I'm giving you 2 hours. We're giving you till 10 o'clock this morning to take care of this. If it's not taken care of with a certified check for 50 G's, we're selling this guy out. We're just going to sell the stock. And if we sell the stock, we're not going to be pretty about it. It's going to be kind of vicious. Now, it would happen that at 10 o'clock, nothing happened. And so I would call my floor trader. And I would say to my floor trader, look, we need to sell stock for this guy. We've got X amount of shares of this company. What's the market? And my floor trader would tell me the bad news. He say, yeah, it looks like you guys are upside down about 5 grand right now. But if I hit this market at the bid, I could drive this market down another 5 grand. We could have like a $40,000 value with a $50,000 bill. This is a $10,000 problem. It's a question of how hard I hit this. So I would say to my floor trader, look, here's what we got to do. We've got to unload this many shares. This is the break-even price. I'm telling you what it is. This is the number we need to break even on this whole deal. Do the best you can, but know that by the end of the day, we have to be out of this stuff. There's no way other than getting up because the client either isn't paying, won't pay, can't pay, whatever the issue. Sometimes, though, clients would come in and say, I have 20 grand worth of stock at another brokerage house. It's all paid for. I'll transfer the account over to you, and then you have enough equity over and above what I owe you, so you don't have to sell all this stock kind of thing. Or the customer will say, I got 30 grand cash. I'll give you that. And I got 20 grand in stock over here. There's the other 20 grand you need. We'll transfer it over. So if the customer came in and signed the transfer over, we would confirm with the other house that exact actually is there. We would send them a fax with the transfer. They would commit to transfer the account over. We'd have it in about 2 days. Then we would cut them a break. We'd take the 30 grand, carry them for another day or two, allow the stock in, and then let them sell the stock to cover the position. We would not be unreasonable. But if there was no comment, no communication, no nothing, sell them out. And the broker is on the hook for the loss. By the way, the stockbroker was on the hook for the loss, and the broker knew it. And the problem was with stockbrokers, you get guys who are in my day who would be the kind of guys that would make between $3,000 and $4,000 a month take home, like gross revenues, 4,000 or 5,000 gross revenues, take home 3,000 a month. They'd need 2,500 a month to live on. They'd only have 500 left over. The problem with head office was that when we sold somebody out and there was a $5,000 loss, the next 5,000 you make is ours. You get nothing. So you're coming in here working your butt off to generate $5,000 in income. The problem is, of course, with $5,000 in income, we got to take all your deductions off. There's only like $3,500 left. You still owe us $1,500. You can't make $5,000 to get out of it. You got to make $7,000, $8,000 to get out of it, and then you need to make money to pay your bills. Kind of inconvenient. That's when the salesman comes groveling to the sales manager for mercy. Can you just take $1,000 off my check, or can you take anything over $2,000 and give me the first $2,000, or what can you do? You know, we would try to work a deal, but I would have a broker who now is under pressure to make money. The problem now is I have to watch his trading pattern to see if he's doing desperate things with his clients. That's not good. I don't need a broker who's going to try to trade stock just for the heck of trading stock because he's got an IOU with the house. That's not good for my clients. The clients of the house could create more trading problems, you see. So we had to be very careful how we played this. And so, like I said, when I told my floor trader we had to sell this guy out, we had to be careful. Now, to answer your question, you've got a brokerage house that's sitting on a gazillion shares that have not been delivered. In other words, you have clients that might be hedge funds, that might be rich investors, well-to-do investors, might be medium-sized investors, whatever, who've all shorted stock. They've all sold stock. They haven't delivered stock. They were supposed to deliver stock. They didn't, whatever the issue was. What do you do as a brokerage house? Well, in the case of shorting, you have to buy it. You can't sell the stock. You got to buy the stock. This is the reverse problem. But if a brokerage firm is sitting here with a book where they're looking across all of their branches worldwide and they're going, we are on the hook for 3.5 million GameStop shares, just our firm. And the word is out, the word on the street is there are all kinds of brokerage firms out there that are technically failure to deliver 50 million shares, 80 million shares of GameStop. The word comes out that all of you are going to have to cover your short positions in like a few weeks or days. This could be a major problem because what brokerage firms will start doing is they will start to buy in the pre-market, the market, and the aftermarket. There will be traders, desk traders assigned with one function. And if I were the desk trader for Robinhood or for Fidelity or Schwab or Goldman Sachs or whatever, I might get a senior vice president of the company coming to me saying, I want to have a word with you. I want a little chat with you. Let's go have a coffee over here in this little office. I want to talk to you one-on-one alone without anyone hearing what I'm telling you. Because what I am telling you is secret. It's top secret information. I don't want you spreading this around. This is expensive. This is a problem that could theoretically cost our company millions in unpaid debts if it doesn't get played properly. Oh man, so what do you need done? I would ask. And then this guy would tell me what I needed to know. Yeah, we are in a position that we need to buy 3.5 million GameStop, and we don't want to move the market 1 penny if at all possible. Well, you know, that's not possible, but I get the drift. You want me to get 3.5 million shares at GameStop with as little damage as possible to the bottom line of the house. Okay, great. Can you tell me what the exposure level is? And the manager or VP might say or might not say what the average problem is. It might be like 3.5 million shares. We're into this. We got out of this at $85 average. Every stock we buy back right now at $155 or higher, we're losing $70 a share. Our clients are losing $70 a share. We have enough margin to cover up to 160, 165. We don't have enough margin after that. Over that, we have to go after these customers for more money. Try not to move the market past 165. That could be the order. That could be the indication to the desk trader. The problem is, or the reality is, if he's the only one who has this issue, and I'm saying it's a he because I used to be a floor trader, it could be a guy or a girl, and it could be a team of, it could be 5 of them. I don't know. It could be just one though. This one floor trader is being told this story. It could be happening all over Wall Street at the same time, all within 2 days. Every desk trader, or at least a desk trader with every firm, has been brought in for a little chat. It's not the desk trader's fault. They did nothing wrong. They're just executing the order on behalf of the house. And you get this first guy who goes right to his office, sits down in his cubicle, looking at the computers. He's got all the screens up there, and he's looking at the GameStop situation, and he's looking at the stock right now. 161 is the level of the drop right now. It's down 161 a share at 154.83. How many are offered, and where are they? How much is out there? And how much is out there up to 165? How much is out there up to 175? Because if he can buy a bunch of it between 158 or 154 and 165, and he can buy very little of it between 165 and 175, but close out the deal and average less than 165, problem solved, or problem averted, or losses negated, margin is okay. But by the time this one is done, 175 market. Within 15 minutes, an hour and 15 minutes, all day long, as soon as that stock starts moving up, a whole bunch of other brokerage firms might be coming in too, because their computer systems are lighting up, going GameStop positions. We're in trouble with all kinds of GameStop positions. We are under margin on a whole bunch of our accounts. They're just popping up on our screen like the measles. Our entire brokerage firm is exposed to GameStop. The higher it goes, to the tunes of tens of millions of dollars over the margin we're carrying. This is the new reality. So this is why when GameStop goes up, it causes a sensation all over the street that you and I are not exposed to this. We don't see this. But I can tell you, the folks in the cage, the management, the senior VP, everybody who's in charge of guarding the house money, they are aware we have a GameStop problem. We got a big fat GameStop problem, and they had one in January. They had another one a few weeks ago when it was 346, a couple of months ago. Now here at 154, maybe not as big, but if this stock were to pop very quickly, there would be hundreds of millions of dollars in trouble instantly. And if it went up a few $100s a share, it turns into multi-billions of dollars of problems. And I can tell you that very, very high-end VPs will be all over the management of this stock as to what is going on and what's our exposure. That's why I casually mentioned that all of you folks out there who watch me, the Reddit crowd, the Wall Street Bets crowd, there's 20 million of you that follow this stock all the time. You're always watching it. Some of you hold it. Some of you have had it. Some of you have flipped it. You've been in and out. You've been around. You're holding it now. Some of you are up. Some of you are even. Some of you are down. You're all out there. 20 million folks, if just try to buy 10 shares each over the next month or so, 10 million shares a day, 10 million shares of buying a day from small retail investors, 10 shares each. This stock would be $2,500 a share by the time you're done, because the alarms that would just be set off everywhere. Short sellers would be caught completely dumbfounded. They would not know what's going on. They wouldn't understand it. They wouldn't be able to make sense of all this stock orders globally coming in. I'm not talking about, just in Boston, the orders coming in from Boston or just from New York. These orders will be coming from global investors around the world who are following this stock casually. You get 10 shares from every corner of the planet coming into this to be bought. That's 200 million shares of buying in 20 trading days. This stock is gone. It is beyond gone. The panic in Wall Street will be palpable, and they will jump in to be first. They will try to head off at the pass the 200 million shares of buying power that's coming, that they don't know is coming because they don't understand it. They have no clue. But the stock would absolutely take off. But that's just me speculating on what's going on. We're down to 5 minutes to go in the day. We're trading 154.29. We're not going anywhere at this point. It's going to be in this neighborhood today. So don't get overexcited. It just is what it is. We're just watching the market, trying to make sense of it. Hey, Bruce, we're ready to cruise once GameStop hits 1,500. Bagels and Bruce via Norwegian Cruise. I'm holding GameStop. Let's go, Teal. Thank you very much. I think we have a new member here. Yeah, Miguel. Miguel Hernandez has joined the channel as a new member. Welcome, Miguel, to the group today. Let's run this market as far as it can take us. We could do very well here. Scott Wilson, Roaring Kitty is exercising his options today, says Scott. Some people said he did it 3 days ago. We'll see what happens. Here we go. Bruce, that would mean a million people would need to buy 10 times 1,700 with what retail investor randomly has 17K lying around. No. 10 shares at right now 154 is $1,500. 10 shares at $170 is $1,700. 10 shares at $200 is $2,000. A lot of investors have that kind of money lying around. A couple of little maneuvers, and you can easily buy 10 shares of this stuff. I'm using this as an average of $10. There will be some shareholders who will buy 1 or 2 shares each. Others will buy 12, 20, 30. Some will buy 500. You just add it all up. By the time this stock breaks the 350 to 450 level, this stock will go all by itself after that, because Wall Street will take it from there. They are so upside down at that point. They themselves will run at the 500 or 600, 700 easily. The speculators will be in there as well, driving it even higher. That'll run it to 1,000. The company will issue paper into this market that will be dying for the paper and raise billions of dollars in its bank account. And all of a sudden, GameStop's book value just goes up to 100 a share, 150, 200, 250, 400, 450. The company just gets cash rich. The shares will never go under 400 again. They'll never go under 500 again. That's what starts to happen. It's the complete shift over. Billions, hundreds of billions on this side are lost. Hundreds of billions on this side are gained. And a bunch of billions end up in the treasury of the company, because I know that they're watching. They will take advantage of an up market. Every one of you guys will be very happy. 154.38 with 3 minutes to go in the day. 3 minutes, 20 seconds, according to my television. We're getting close to the end of the day as we are closing out the Friday edition of the markets. That's what we got. Oh, well, just bought 50 more, 154. There you have it. Let's see. Here we go. So if everyone starts buying 10 shares at this level, that would mean the price goes up, right? So a lot of people need to buy at way higher prices, or am I looking at this wrong? Like I said, the first $200 or $300 a share, that would take probably, I don't know, 50 million shares of buying. After that, the stock will go up $20 a day every day. After it'll just go up dramatically higher, because the gap will just be so prevalent. There will be no stock available in small increments. It's just blocks of stock in gaps going higher and higher. And the shorters who are trying to get out are begging for shorters to get in. So a shorter wants to take a position at $450 and offers 1 million shares for sale at $450. That'll be bought up like that by shorters trying to get out, because they'll have this rollover of shorters. But of course, it'll then go to 500, 550. You'll have a shorter offering 1 million at 550. That'll be bought. Now it'll be 550 to 600. On it goes, and it just goes higher and higher and higher. The company will be offered, brokerage firms will call the company saying, would you like to sell $5 million to us at 800 a share? We'll buy 800. We'll buy right now. We'll give $4 billion right now. We need triple that. This is how the company would just be funded up like you can't believe. All of you would just get rich. That's all. Just say it. I have an estimated 15 billion retail that we actually devote, which is 2 billion problem. Conservative estimate, 129 held without retail. It's unbelievable how many shares are out there. It's unbelievable how many are out there. It's insane. 154.69 on the stock. 154.98. We are into the last 1 minute, 20 seconds. 154.98 coming into the last few seconds of the day, last minute. Will it break 155? Will it stay here? It looks like it's going to stay around this 154.55 level, I'm guessing. But it's 154.82. Right now, volume on the day, 4.89 million. I don't even know if we're going to do 5 million shares today. Very quiet at the end, 154.90 on the stock. This is so on sale from what it could be. It is incredibly cheap, but hey, it is what it is. And anyone who has contracts at 150 or less, they're in the money. 154.66 showing it at the moment. Just watching this last 30 seconds of the day. 154.82 for Friday, April the 16th, 2021. 154.82. Down $1.60 on the close. Watching the last few seconds come through here. 15 seconds. The bell is ringing right over there. 154.82, 154.37, 154.69. It looks like we're closing at 154.69, at least on my phone anyway. Volume 4.93 million shares. 154.69. Last trade is what I am showing now on my phone. That's what I've got for GameStop at this moment in time. Anyone sees anything else different, you let me know. Where's the buzzer at, Bruce? Here we are. We're done for the day. And
that was easy.
That was easy. That was so simple.
That was easy.
That was easy. 154.69 is the final trade. 69, it's a sign. The buzzer's gone. The buzzer's done. We've closed the stock at the price. Yes, we believe he exercised. I'm sure he did. Yes, I'm sure he did. Fantastic. There you have it. A very quiet day today. Very, very quiet day today for Option Friday, but that's what we got. When this thing moons, Bruce will pull off a mask like on Scooby-Doo and reveal he was Kenny Griffin. Turns out this is a ploy to try to take our money that backfired horribly. Nice week. He would have gotten away with it too had it not been for us meddling apes. Good week, guys. Oh man. Of course, even if he didn't do it himself, which I'm certain he did, it was over 170. His broker would have been closing this automatically. Yes, of course. I can tell you that that our friend Keith Gill profited mightily on this deal. No question about it. There you have it. See you Monday at 350 a share. Wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't that be something? GameStop. Here we go. Here we go. What can it do? Yes, indeed. We have gone through the final trading of the day on the aftermarket right now, 154.01 as we start the aftermarket trading, and we'll see what happens from here. Was the stock held down artificially this afternoon under 155? Would there possibly be buying coming in the aftermarket now to run it higher? Don't know about that. What's the question right here? What do you want to do with the rest of your life? I want to squeeze. That's what I want to do. If the options were exercised today, wouldn't we see the effect on price +2? So by Tuesday, perhaps. We'll find out. We'll see. The buying could come in the aftermarket now, or Monday morning pre-market, Monday during the day. We'll find out. Axel Lim is a new member of this channel. Thank you, Axel, for joining this channel as the newest, greatest member of this crazy gang of ours. I'm glad to have you here. I know a whole bunch of you will welcome him in here. Love that. Welcome Axel to the family. Absolutely. Welcome y'all to joining the Bagel Club. Yep, you're all part of the Bagel Brigade. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is fantastic. Fabulous. All right, there you have it, guys. That's what we've done today. The GameStop closing at 164.69. AMC closed at 934, down 56 cents on a volume of 39.9 million. So GameStop had a terrible day today. Unfortunately, AMC had a terrible day today. AMC for the week actually was lower than this most of the week. It was under 9. But for the last month, unfortunately, you can take a look at AMC. It was in the 15, 14 range here early in part of last month, a month ago, dropped all the way down here, and it's been here ever since in this $8 to $10 neighborhood kind of ever since, unfortunately. And that's what AMC is doing. What can I say? Vector Acquisition gained 37 cents today to 10.90. So that was a good day. And IPOE did recover. IPOE today had a good surge at the end of the day. Look at that, 1645 range, what the 1634 last trade for IPOE. So it had a good pop there at the end. That was nice to see. But other than that, the other SPACs were very quiet today. Not much going on. Home Depot today, what a day today. Home Depot started charging up right off the bat this morning and held it. Really good day, up 566. Beautiful job. The Dow ended up with a 164-point gain today, near all-time record highs yet again. So there you go. There's kind of a recap of what went on today. Not a lot overall, just a holding of recent gains, reluctance of the big markets, S&P and the Dow, to give it up. They're not giving it back. They're holding it. I think they're going higher, a relentless rise higher for the markets. Bertie, I'm buying more of your SPAC picks. There you go. Yes, I think that we're going to go higher on the markets. And we're going to see how this plays out. Axel is saying yes. So the mods at Wall Street Bets are now no longer doing a daily GameStop mega thread. Ape suggesting mods have been paid off. Is that possible? I don't know if that's true. Maybe just not enough activity. I don't know. I don't know why that would be. I'm not an expert in this area. Anyway, there you go. Let's see here. My computer is so efficient that whereas they're 2-4, I only would get 15 to 20 one-share market buy-ins. I now just managed to get 67 of them in the last 15 minutes. Not sure what this actually means, but anyway, Tobias, good night from Stockholm. See you next week. Thank you for being here all week. It's great to see you. Let's have some fun next week and make a bunch of money. Buzzer, Spaceman is saying, buzzer it is.
That was easy.
That was easy. So simple. They've been doing GameStop threads pretty much daily still, as far as I can tell. Tobias, we'll see you next week. You have a good weekend, buddy, in Stockholm. Fantastic. I wonder if there's any good beer in Stockholm. You know, is there any good coffee in Stockholm? Coffee and cake. Can you get any decent coffee and cake in Stockholm? I think you can. Bye, Tobias. There's a GameStop subreddit. There's a super stonk subreddit. People want something else from Wall Street Bets than GameStop. A lot of other opportunities. There's also a Stock Markets with Bruce subreddit. Did you know that? You can join the Stock Markets with Bruce subreddit. There's that. Oh yes, there is. What can I say? So no, they haven't been bribed. People saying no, they haven't been bribed. Tobias, have a great weekend, Tobias. We'll see you on Monday. All righty. Let's see. Axel, if you go to Superstonk, you'll see a thread about a person who has been offered money to post non-GameStop content. You pink cat sawn acid. I don't know what that means. Interesting. Buzzer, what there's a bagel subreddit. J Postiles, why doesn't the big investor buy a large amount of GameStop shares and force the squeeze? Why wouldn't they do that? Well, I don't know. It's one of those things where maybe there's opportunity knocks. I don't know. Maybe there's interested buying in the stock once they know the name of the new CEO. Maybe there's serious buying interest in the stock the day of the shareholder vote to make Mr. Cohen the chairman of the board. Maybe there's serious buying interest the day the company releases their first quarter financials, showing profits being made, sales rising, margins growing, costs dropping. Maybe that's the moment. I don't know. We're gonna have to see what's going on here. I guess I'm gonna go try and sell my sailboat this weekend. Guess why? I'm gonna sell my sailboat. Yeah, let's see what's going on. They lure more and more shorts in sideways trading. They might be waiting for the new DTCC and OCC rules to go into effect. That could create the fire you want to see. That could be it, where you've got stock already. You want to use minimal amount of money to drive it way higher. You wait for the moment of this to come through, and then it won't take very much buying to keep the thing popping. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Maybe large whales are investors and not speculators. We need to share Uncle Bruce live stream every day to all sites. The more new viewers, the more new buyers. That's true. That would help. Sky, you want a ski boat? Maybe Melvin still has a sell position at 15, 20 something. Who knows? Plenty of reasons to hold. Bruce, I just got tickets to see the Bruins. They reopened the TD Garden. A squeeze sign? Well, no, but still, Bruce, there are never, ever Bruce, there are ever mix-ups where lots of accounts are inactive, people are deceased, etc., that account for millions of shares that never move in the stock market. Does that make a dent or on anything? Well, when people pass away, the brokerage firms are notified by the family member. It might be the lawyer for the family member. It might be the lawyer acting on behalf of the estate. And usually the brokerage firm will suspend the account until they've been given instructions otherwise. Usually they're given instructions fairly quickly by the executor of the estate on behalf of the estate to do whatever they have to do. And accounts are adjusted. Sometimes they need to sell some securities to raise cash for tax purposes, the final tax year of the person's estate. Other times accounts are transferred to other people's accounts, like it might be from father to son or husband to wife, or we just get a name change on the account with new trading authorization instructions from the lawyers of the estate. We're very flexible on this. We're very happy to assist in the whatever is done legally. We're happy to do it. We make sure that the due diligence is correct, and we move on. Accounts don't sit idle very long. They're usually kept right on going. That's how we do it. Can you please talk about the pricing of a secondary offering for GameStop? Well, if the company was interested in raising money right now, stock's 154 a share and they need to raise money like right now, they would instruct their brokerage firm to go to the market, start issuing stock. They've already done a shelf offering. As we know, GameStop has a shelf offering in place that allows them at their leisure to issue up to 3.5 million shares at this time of stock, or up to only $1 billion of stock. So if the stock is over 285, you won't have to issue 3.5 million shares to raise $1 billion. That's in place. And Jefferies and Company is the brokerage firm that the company has engaged for said services. So if Jefferies was told by GameStop today, hey guys, next week, during the week, would you mind selling enough stock to raise us $200 million? Just raise us $200 million. We know we can issue more, but right now we just want to issue $200 million worth. The folks at Jefferies will see the market on Monday morning. They'll manage and monitor the market. They'll find that if it's sitting at 154 to 155, they could just sell stock into the open market and just issue stock into bids. Or what Jefferies might do is they'll call a meeting or they'll do an email alert to all their sales reps, and they'll say, hey, look, our client, GameStop, wants to raise $200 million next week in the context of the marketplace. If you have any institutional clients, you brokers out there have any clients that might be interested in a block of stock, we're going to issue 130 million shares or something like that. Or is it not even that? 13 million shares or something like that. Not even that. 1.3 million. What am I talking about? 1.3 million shares to raise $200 million. A million shares is 154 million. 300,000 more is another 45,000. There's your Here's your $200 million. So 1.3 million shares of what do we have available? Let us know what interest you have in this 154 neighborhood. Now, I am a broker, and I happen to have the California Teachers Fund as my client. I might call my California Teacher Fund contact, at which they have hundreds of employees, and say, hey, look, you got any GameStop? Yeah, we've had 100,000 right now. I just want to let you know, we have a 1.3 million share block available at the market starting Monday. You have any interest? And the guy said, let me get back to you. And an hour later, get a call. No, we don't have any interest. We're happy with our 100,000 shares. We don't want to buy anymore. Okay. And in the meantime, this broker's calling up all his clients. He's calling up the Pennsylvania Teachers Pension Fund, the New York City Firefighters Pension Fund, the Cincinnati, Ohio city workers pension, for all these accounts, millions, thousands of these accounts. And they're rustling up interest. And one of them said, yeah, we'll take 10,000 shares at 154. Yeah, we'll take 10. Another outfit, we'll take 5,000. We'll take 50,000. We'll take. You're cobblestoning together an interest level. The traders at Jefferies get these emails from all these brokers, and they get orders for 5 million shares of GameStop. But they've only got 1.3 million shares available at 154. So they come back to their brokers and say, we're sold out, sold out. We'll come back to you with an allocation. So the one broker who've been making all these phone calls gets emails that says, you ordered from us 300,000 shares of stock. We have for you 1/3 allocation. You get 1/3 of what you wanted. Call all your clients, tell them they can have 1/3 of what they wanted to buy. So one client wanted 10,000 shares. You got 3,333 shares. That's all I could get you. There's no more stock available. They only wanted to issue 200 million this week. I only got you 3,300 shares. All I could get you. The other 6,600, I'll get back to you. Or do you want to buy them in the open market? I can try and fill the rest of the order on the open market. Now, what could happen here is the brokerage house, Jefferies, finds that, geez, we could have sold 10 million shares of this stuff. But we're only told to issue 1.3 million of the 3.5 we could issue. We're going back to the company. We're going to say to GameStop, hey, look, we got orders for 10 million shares. You're only allowed to sell 3.5 million, and you only wanted to sell 1.3 million. We're like 6 times oversubscribed what you wanted to sell. Do you want to do anything else? And the company might say, well, we'll sell all 3.5 million then. We'll do all 3.5 million at 154. Well, that would bring in what? What would that bring in? 3.5 million times one. You guys have a calculator up there. You tell me. That would bring in a lot of money. Won't bring in $1 billion though, would it? No, it won't. But it'll bring in a bunch of dough. And the company would go, okay, yeah, we brought in $400, $500 million. But in reality, what might happen again is the Jefferies people go back to their salespeople and say, we had interest for 10 million shares. We only got 3.5 million available. They allowed us to issue all 3.5 million. You can only have 35% of your stock. Tell your clients that if they want the rest, pick it up in the open market, because the company is not issuing any more stock at these levels. It's a 3.5 million share issuance, and that's the end of it. Now, the broker contacts their pension client and says, hey, look, you wanted 10,000 shares. I can only give you 3,500 of them. Do you want to buy the 6,500 left over on the open market? The pension fund might say, we'll pay up to 160 for the rest of it, but that's it. We won't pay anymore. So now there's 2 orders. There's one order for the 3,500 shares at 154, 155, and there's 6,500 at 160, up to 160. Now, this broker makes all the calls, and so does everyone else at Jefferies & Company. And they find out that of the 10 million shares of interest they had, 3.5 million will be done at one set price, but the remaining 6.5 million, only 2.5 million is going to be purchased on the open market. The rest is canceled. You can't get it to us. We'll just take what you give us, and the rest leave off the table. But nonetheless, the stock might open up trading on that Monday morning with a block trade at 154, 155, 3.5 million shares, done, gone. And then there are open market orders, buy orders up to 160, let's say, for the rest of it, for another couple of million shares. And by the time the first 20 minutes of the day goes by, the stock is 160 bid, and there's like 1 million wanted, because they only got 1 million up to 160. They only got the first million. The other million they couldn't get. They're open for 1 million shares at 160, whatever wants to come in at us. And there might be a short seller out there going, oh, I can sell another 500,000 to these guys easy. They might round up there might be a bunch of sellers who will hit that bid and nail it. And the street just bought, which is pension fund street and hedge fund street and mutual fund street, just bought 5.5, 6 million shares out of the 10 million they could have bought. Maybe. That could happen. On the other hand, the company might say, no, we're only issuing 1.3 million shares. We're not selling anymore. We only want $200 million at this price. That's all we'll accept. Anybody else, you got to go to the street, get the rest. That could happen. One never knows. Anyway, there's how it goes. That's a secondary. That can be a secondary. It could happen theoretically. One guy for the firm makes one phone call, and they call the California Teachers Pension Fund or the Ontario Teachers Pension Fund, the federal government of Canada pension fund, the Social Security Fund of the United States of America. One call is made to one entity, and it's I got 1.3 million GameStop at 154. You're my first call, and the answer is we'll take all of it. We'll take it all, and it's over. That's it, finished. And the company gets a call, sold it, you're filled at 154, 155. We'll have a check for you in a couple days. And no one else gets a phone call. No one else gets a phone call. There's no phone call. And Monday morning, first thing on the trading day, the stock of 1.3 million shares trades on the opening, boom, 154, done. And now the stock just trades. And nobody is the wiser. But later in the day, or the next day, or 2 days later, the company makes an announcement through Jefferies, or the company on behalf of Jefferies, or the public, or GameStop says, we raised $200 million at 154 a share, so many shares through Jefferies. $200 million in the bank. That's all they say. That's it. That's the end of it. Anyone in the business knows what happened. They know that, they did a block trade of 1.3 odd million shares for 154 share, whatever the heck it was. They brought in $200 million. So the company just replaced most of the money they just gave to their bondholders. Those 10% notes they were paying off for April 30, that's where the money's coming from. The money has been raised like that in the street to pay off this 10% debt that they have, and that's gone. And the company balance sheet is still sitting on $600 million, and they can still issue another 2.2 million shares anytime they want. That could be it. Now, that could be a movement. That could be an excuse for buying to come in, where savvy investors and know-it-all, those in the know, will say, wait a minute, they announced last week they were going to pay off this 200-something million dollar 10% note, and then they announced a few days later that they just issued 1.3 million shares for 200-something million dollars. I can figure this out. This 200 is going to pay off that 200-something. That took care of that. They don't pay interest now on $220 million in loans. They don't pay $22 million in interest anymore. They just took care of that. And I didn't hear a whole bunch of kerfuffle over at the Jefferies office, like they were having all kinds of problems finding buyers for this $200+ million transaction. Apparently, the rumor is one call took care of it. Now, people on the outside are going to go, wait a minute. One call? They raised $200 million+ on one phone call? What are they? How much can they raise if they made 10 phone calls? What if they made 100 phone calls? What's going on here? All of a sudden, the street starts buzzing about the possibilities of the GameStop people being able to raise billions of dollars on a couple of phone calls. That will move the market. Absolutely. We got people getting excited about DFV. Apparently, he's doubled down again. He exercised and bought an additional 50,000 shares. He bought a bunch of paper. That's what we're hearing here. Going to be interesting to see how this all falls itself through. The stock is 154.10 right now on the aftermarket, 153.70. So it's not going anywhere, but there is some buzz going around. 154.11 on the GameStop stock right now. Some buzz about the fact that Keith Gill has picked up some more stock. Okay. Hey, Bruce, how do you know how high the failure to deliver fees are? Is it cheaper for shorters to pay those instead of delivering the stock and keep stock low, selling it bit by bit, or are they linked? By the way, greetings from Deutschland. Welcome, XY Chromosome from Deutschland. Guten Tag. I don't know, Ifan. I'm not sure exactly what this means and how this exactly works. There's all kinds of rumors about this is going to become much more expensive to handle than it is now. There's rumors that this will not last much longer, and this is going to end real soon. We're going to see what happens. It's true. He posted a You Only Live Once update on Reddit. Says Keith Gill. He's buying this stock up right here. He's buying it up at these prices. To Keith Gill, as far as Keith Gill is concerned, this price of 154 is equal to the price of 38.50 a month and a half ago. You remember a month and a half ago? He bought 50,000, 38.50. Now he's buying more at 154, saying it's the same thing. I'm still buying this stuff on sale. Wow. We'll see what's going on. I just saw that people are noticing this off to Reddit. There's all kinds of rumors flying around about the fact that Keith Gill is loading up at this price for a bunch of stock. For Keith Gill,
That was easy.
that was easy. That's a sign of someone who's in the know or feels they're in the know. They feel that this price of the stock is cheap, and time to pick it up. There's a link on Superstock. If the TD fees are far less than closing shorts would be, otherwise why would there be so many of these failure delivers? Why wouldn't the price be up past 500? Maybe the failure to deliver fees are about to take off and are about to become extremely expensive, and that could really go crazy. Yep, he doubled down on his stock. He is a legend. The last tweet, the best, with a cat and a monkey hugging. Look out. Could be in for a very interesting opening on Monday morning with this stock here, or pre-market or post-market right now. I don't know. But there's talk going on out there. He doubled down and bought an extra 50,000 on top of his calls that he exercised. Very interesting. Latest tweet, a monkey hugging a kitty. They are surely adding up. Interesting. Very interesting. It would be kind of neat to find out if others are buying up the stock in blocks too. Those in the know, that would be something. I'm kind of curious to wonder if the minute that Mr. Cohen is chairman of the board, will all the restrictions he has on the stock and the company and speaking, it will be lifted, and he can do whatever he wants. Will he start buying up $1 billion of stock? He has $3.5 billion that he got from the sale of Chewy. Remember, he's only put $73 million into the company stock. That's all he's done. You know, he hasn't invested any of his wealth into the company to any great extent. It's rather amazing. Rory Kitty just bought 100,000 shares of GameStop with his options. If I'm reading it right, he just posted this on Twitter. Let's see what's going on. Jane, hubby is home. Have a good one. Yes, he did. I just saw it. If he quadrupled 7.2 million. Wow. To bought 100,000 shares, not 50, 100,000 for 200,000 now. Chris, Bruce, what is your take on JP Morgan, Bank of America, Goldman Sachs selling bonds? I'd be raising money for nothing. I'd be taking these free dollars if they're offering me money for nothing. You darn right I'd be doing this too. Yeah, his cat and monkey hugging tweet was both cute and heartening. I don't want to be a member of any YouTube channel that will have me as a member. I don't want to be a member of any YouTube channel that will have me as a member. How about that? Keith Gill might buy GameStop after this. Well, I don't know about that. Bruce, is there something that Keith Gill knows that we don't know? He bought lots at 40 and 50 bucks, and now he's doing it at 150. Well, that's what I'm saying. He's buying this stuff at 150 now because it's not available at 40, 50 bucks anymore. This is the new low going forward. I hope so. I'm getting sick of that feeling that they're just laughing their asses off paying those fees and not delivering. What is going on? We only have 26,000 shares trading on the aftermarket right now. I wonder what is going on. He is a legend. Yep, you're in the right club, Dan Wilkins. Groucho, you just know you're in the right club right now. This is the club to be in. Well, I'm back on Reddit. Bow before DFW. Anyone buying Dogecoin? LOL, let her rip. Laughing out loud. RIP. we got action here. I don't know what's going to happen in this aftermarket, if anything much is going on. 154.75 is the price right now. 154.99, 26,000 shares. I don't know. There is not a lot of news being disseminated. There is no announcement anywhere. No announcement anywhere on what he's doing on the open market. 154.99 on 26,700 shares. 155.09. It's a little higher, but so far, this news about DFV buying stock is news that we are sharing amongst ourselves. It is not news that is trending on the street anywhere that I can see, folks. That's what I'm saying. Very interesting. By the way, he posted the tweet at 4:20. So that was 10 minutes ago he posted this. So the stock has not yet reacted in the aftermarket at this point. Okay, Post on Reddit: when DFV moved out of his parents' home, he put his hand on his dad's shoulder and said, "You're the man of the house now." All right, Bruce, you're very close to that Tesla. Let me tell you, you're very close to that Tesla. Laughing out loud, says Lance. M and at nice. Matt nice. Not sure what that means. 155.24 on the stock of GameStop 10 minutes after hearing the news that Mr. Frank Gale just bought a bunch more stock. Interesting stuff. I think until next week, nothing more to come unless they announce the new CEO. Bruce, how about a difficult brokerage customer story from your cage days? Difficult brokerage customer story from the cage days. Oh, my. What can I say? I do recall the days when, when I was trading stocks as a broker and then a manager as well. Any stock that went under $2 a share was unmarginable for any brokerage firm. Just couldn't touch it, couldn't lend any money on it. But there were days where there was a battle to keep a stock over $2 a share. Management desperately wanted the stock over $2 a share, didn't want it to go under. Nathan Mansfield is a new member of this channel, by the way. Nathan, welcome to the show and the gang here. Nice to have you here. Thomas did not buy at market. He exercised 500 with $12 strike calls. Yeah, but then he bought 50,000 more on the open market, apparently. GME showing a lot of upward pressure right now. 155.76 on 28,000. 155.77 on 28,000 shares. Moving a little bit here. He's up to $34 million right now. He's up $34 million. Yeah, difficult customer story. When GameStop hits 1,000, will Jen make an appearance on the channel? I don't know if that will be enough. I really don't know. 155, 156 on GameStop now in the aftermarket, apparently. Show the news, gang. Welcome, Nathan, Antoinette. Welcome, everybody. Do you have a tutorial video regarding the ins and outs of stock options? I'd like to learn about them someday. Welcome, Nathan. Just to clarify, DFE exercised 500 calls for 50,000 shares. Then he bought 50,000 more on the market today. That's what he did today. We're just waking up in Australia. Always fun to tune in the aftermarket. Share the news, gang. Welcome, Nathan. Cost basis now 55.18. We're now at 156.25 on the stock. That is higher than the close, and this is probably higher than the close of Thursday. We're just about there. Yeah, 156.50. We're now moving into positive territory from Friday into Thursday last week. Bruce, could it start taking off in this aftermarket? It could. It's 156.60 now, up 191 on a volume of 31,000 shares. Not much volume, but it is moving. All right, apes, I'm out. Have it all weekend. We'll see you Monday morning. 156.37, 156.50. It's going higher in the aftermarket right now. Yeah, he sacrificed a very sweet buy-in. This means he believes in the squeeze. He lost 235,000 today, laugh out loud? I don't think so. Nathan, I am screaming inside at how big this bull case is. This is huge. Huge. Green, we're going higher. That's what happened in February run-up aftermarket. That's what if the squeeze happens in the aftermarket? Do retail traders miss out? I can tell you, folks, it'll run up here and keep going Monday morning. It'll go right into the pre-market and right into the market itself. This is good news. You see this happening already. Yes, according to his update, he bought 50,000 in the open market after exercising his call contract at $12. Absolutely legend. Can't wait to tell my kids how I was able to pay for their tuition while sitting on my couch, eating a bag of popcorn. We'll see you all Monday. Love you all. GameStop spikes after hours, 156.38. What happens over the weekends? Are deals done? Not necessarily, but the stock can run in the aftermarket for the next 3.5 hours. It can trade in the aftermarket. Then it'll trade in the pre-market Monday morning for 4 hours before we open up. And then we open up. What will we open up at? Laters, everybody. Have fun and stay safe. Volcano. My bad. He bought 200,000. It says a lot about him that he bought more and he still has the fight. Love it. Bruce, rest on the weekend. We need you on Monday. Have a nice weekend there, Brucey. Say hi to Jen. See you on Monday. 1,700 awards and Tendeman knows. How many updates in 15 minutes? I'm not sure what that means. Upvotes. Monday, I'll be under the sun in Portugal. Looking forward to my little trip to get even sweeter. I just bought 20,000 more to all hail DFB. We're at 33,800 volume at the moment. That's what I see here. 156.28. It's moving higher. Okay, Bruce. He got to pee. Let him go. This weekend, we want to rock. Thanks, Bruce. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday. Have a great weekend, Bruce. Later, apes. No trivia tonight. I'm doing trivia at 7 o'clock Eastern tonight on my other channel, TWB. Right now it is 4:35 Eastern. At 7 o'clock Eastern, I will be on the other channel. Tons of pressure all. Let's go, GameStop. Everyone become a member on Traveling with Bruce to play trivia tonight. Thanks for the correction. He did indeed buy more at the market. Wowzer. Do you and Jen have plans this weekend just to see how rich everyone's going to get? There again, my average is 150. If 150 is good enough for DFE, I might as well transfer to my ammo box. Bruce, you've seen his videos. He's an absolute sweetheart. Always warns about risk. AB, think they might short harder since the word is out that he bought in more? I don't know. I don't know if they can stop it. Have a great weekend, y'all. Tell us the question on the last week trivia. 154 is still value. 156.20 is where we're at. I love chilling with Uncle Bruce before and after the market is open. Again, yes, he is a sweetheart. If 155 is a spike, come on, guys. It's going higher. It's going higher. Interesting, isn't it? 39,900 in the aftermarket. We're almost hitting 40,000. It's 156.28 in the aftermarket. Okay, Bruce, have a great weekend. Rest of you, see you Monday, says John Van. Thank you, John. Bye for now. You take care, John. Thank you, buddy. 156.30 in the aftermarket, going higher. I'll be on for 24 more minutes. Then we'll see what we do after that. I just picked up 20 more while it's on sale. Just think if GameStop gives a special $5 dividend, DFE will get a sweet $1 million. That's true. He would. He'd get $1 million. Uncle Bruce has the best channel on YouTube, says Antoinette. Hit them thumbs up, says John Van. How many we got today? We have 728 thumbs ups, and we have 1,540 people here. Do you think that 270 people could give me a thumbs ups here right now on this channel? Can you get me to 1,000 thumbs ups? I'm asking you, folks. 1,500 of you out there, do me a favor. Hit the thumbs up button right now and get me over 1,000 thumbs ups right now. If you think that Keith Gill picking up 50,000 more on the open market is a good idea, then hit that thumbs up button for me. 788 right now on the thumbs up. They're coming in. Here they come. We're going to break 800, 811 now. We're less than 190 away from 1,000 thumbs ups, and there's 1,500 of you here. Thank you, everybody, for jumping in here. Hit that thumbs up button for me. 830 now. We're building some momentum here on the thumbs ups. Thank you, guys, so much. We have 1,440 people. There's got to be 165 of you that can throw me a thumbs up. Now, 854. That means only 146 more thumbs ups, and you can hit me over 1,000. 867, 134, 871, 129 to go. 129 measly thumbs up is all I need, folks. 883, 117 thumbs ups away from 1,000 thumbs ups. 889, 111 to go. Thank you, everybody. 895, 105 thumbs ups left to get. Thank you, everybody, so much for nailing this thing. 899, 101 to go. We're breaking 900 right there. 903 now. 97 thumbs ups, guys. Thank you so much for hitting the thumbs ups on this channel right now. 920, 80 to go. 81 will break it. 80 to go to get there. 76 to go. We're at 924 on the thumbs ups. We're at 155.55, 155.80 on the aftermarket. 928 in, 929 in, 71 left to get. That's all I need for the thumbs up. 71 more. Thank you, everybody. Like butter. We're going to hit 1,000 thumbs ups here any minute now. 940 are in. 60 to go. 60 to go. Only 60 thumbs ups left to bring me home to 1,000 thumbs ups. 1,400 plus are here. 54 thumbs ups left to get. Thank you, everybody, for hitting the thumbs ups button. 52 to go. They're coming in. They're coming in. 52 to go. 48 to go now. Thank you, everybody. 48 thumbs ups left. 37 thumbs ups left to get. They're coming in right now. Hard and heavy. 34 thumbs ups left to get me to 1,000 thumbs ups. Thank you. 28 to go. Look at that. 28 thumbs ups left to get. Here we go. They're coming right there. They're coming right there. 972 in. 984. 16 thumbs ups away from 1,000 thumbs ups. 12 thumbs ups away from 1,000 thumbs ups. 10 to go. 10 to go now. Hitting that thumbs up. 9 to go. Here they come. 9 thumbs ups left to reach 1,000. 3 more. Just 3 more. And we are there. I feel it. I feel it there. I know it. We've got 1,000 thumbs ups right now. Thank you, everybody. Only 31 down. Looks like a 33 to 1 ratio. Thumbs ups to thumbs downs. Thank you, everybody, for your help getting me to the 1,000 thumbs up barrel level. That's awesome stuff. 156 on the stock. 155.99, 156. It is jumping around here. 43,000 shares traded in the aftermarket. Thank you, everybody, for these thumbs ups. I'm going to pop up some neat emojis. Thank you, everybody, for this, helping me out, getting me over the hump here. You guys are awesome. I'm popping up those thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody, for these thumbs ups today. Well, I love you guys. Uncle Bruce is a happy guy. There he is. He's a happy guy. Thank you, guys. 155.80 on 43,500 shares of GameStop aftermarket trading. What will it do? We just see here Elon Musk's SpaceX wins a $2.9 billion NASA contract for a crew lunar lander. Right on, Elon Musk. Way to go, Elon Musk and the guys at SpaceX. $2+ billion contract. Huge deal. Yes. What are we going to see here between now and Monday morning with this? Thank you. That was close. Then winner chicken dinner. What are we going to see on GameStop shares? Because Keith Gill bought another 50,000 shares of stock over and above the 50,000 he exercised on his contract. Plus, while I'm begging for all of you to give me thumbs ups, we have Chris Murillo coming in here as a new member. Thank you, Chris, so much for joining in while I'm begging for the thumbs ups. They're coming through, and you're in as a new member of this channel. Thank you, Chris, for joining this gang. Love that you're here. I really do appreciate it. All of you who have been joining up, very kind of you.
That was easy.
That was easy. Folks are joining this channel like crazy. Thank you, everybody. Those of you who will now have a green logo beside your name, you are now a second month follower of this channel. You're a second month member. And I say cheers to all of you from Jen and I here in Creston. We thank you for becoming a new member and second month member of the channel. It's just beautiful. We are humbled by that. Thank you so much. Fantastic, everybody. A whole bunch of new members joining today on top of the recurring members that are in here. We are growing this channel every day, and it is fantastic. If you haven't yet, please consider hitting the subscriber button. Hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to my channel, please. Hit that if you can. I'd love to build the subscriber counts. Thank you all for joining this channel and coming on board. The news that came out after the market is all about Keith Gill. We have heard the word that Keith Gill has picked up another 50,000 shares of GameStop stock. Fantastic. We've got, thank you. We've got Fred Bruin Fred, I got a donation through you, through PayPal. We're going to get you Chicago Bears medallion. You got it, buddy. Thank you for your donation here. $10 US or more, you are guaranteed a medallion if you like. You tell me the team you want. You see it. You can have it. And we'll mail it out to you. Thank you, everybody, for your support today. Fantastic. The word is that Keith Gill has picked up an additional 50,000 shares of GameStop stock to pick up on 100,000 more. He bought 50,000 at $12 each, exercising a call contract, and then he picked up 50,000 in the market tonight to pick up another 50,000 shares. He's buying them at 154.55, right where we closed, and that is spurring a bit of interest into the stock in the aftermarket here. We're noticing the aftermarket trading a little higher right now at 155.35. We were just at 156 a few moments ago. Would not surprise me that we go even higher than this. Very interesting. Who's Gil? Yeah, that's the guy who's not a pussycat. Yeah, new member Kyle. New member. How you doing, Kyle? Kyle G is a new member of this channel. Another new member. We seem to be adding a new member every couple of minutes here. Thank you, all of you who are becoming new members of this channel. So appreciate this. Fantastic. Bruce, do you have any automobilia merchandise, automobilia stuff? I don't think so. I'm going to have to take a look at my leftovers, but I don't recall anything automobilia. Gil is not a cat. That's right. Let's see. DFV, that's who we're talking about. This could be the catalyst that brings in a wave of buying next week. Smart guy, bought now so we can spread the news all weekend. Exactly. Sky is saying, thank you, Uncle Bruce, for all your information, stories, and community building. Like I said, we have news coming out after the bell tonight. Make sure you tell all your friends. Tell everyone you know on social media, you heard it on this channel, that Uncle Bruce reports that Keith Gill, DFV, picked up a total of 100,000 additional shares of GameStop, 50,000 by way of an option contract at $12 a share, and then 50,000 on the open market at 154, 155 at the end of the day. So he bought up 100,000 more stock, which means he owns 200,000 more shares now. So how about that? Pretty cool. I love this community. I traded stocks in TD in the 2000s. Yes, I paid the $10 commission per trade. Had no one to talk to or assure me of my picks. I don't feel so alone anymore. Way to go, Wendy. Wendy, one of the many women that are here on this channel. A lot of female members have joined us this week. I keep forgetting to say hi to the gals because everyone's equal here, so I forget. But thank you, ladies. All bunch of you gals who have joined this channel. We have a lot of female members joining this channel, and you are all welcome to be here. I appreciate this. Wendy says, 100 cats. Bruce is the news now. Bruce, I've been using YouTube. I've been using YouTube every day for more than 10 years, and it took you to finally go premium and subscribe with payment to anybody. Without you, I would have neither invested nor stayed sane. Thank you, Marcus, for this. Appreciate that. Very kind words. We've had a lot of folks kind of tell me that because of your channel, I've never been part of a channel before, but since you've come on, I'm in here. I love this. Uncle Bruce, I need a green bagel. Chevy, you just hang around. You'll become a second monther in no time, and you'll have a green bagel beside you. You mean I am not a stock? I'm just like the cat. Anytime you need a day off, would be glad to sit in. What a mess that would be, says Bill. Oh, man. Fluffy Werewolf, thank you. Observe, then you're coming on a cruise, my friend. You're coming on a cruise. I told my mother on GameStop, but still doesn't trust me in investing a cent. Laugh a lot. She got her vaccine this afternoon. She asked me, what vaccine did you get? Where were my fellow lady apes at? Where are they at? Let's see. I still pay $10 a trade because I'm too lazy to move and don't trust some of the Robinhood-esque platforms that stick with the five big banks. Uncle Bruce gave me the confidence to trade stonks, says buy and hold. JJ, Marcus Bauman, +1. Eddie R, he got Pfizer. I like red, but green even more. DFV rocks, a.k.a. Roaring Kitty, a.k.a. my lucky charm, ? Not allowed to differentiate between guys and gals anymore, don't you know? There you go. How new New Form 4 pertaining to Sherman. He sold shares maybe. I don't know. XY chromosome, thanks. I think she got the same. I got 6-pack of vaccines. They were delicious. Imagine buying GameStop for 38 a share. Oh, wait. Yeah, I did do that. There you go. Wow, 155.79 on 52,000 shares in the aftermarket on GameStop. I'm still losing my mind that DFV doubled down 200,000 shares now that he owns of the stock. Yeah, that's true. If the company were to issue a $5 special dividend, that would cost the company $350 million. This guy would get $1 million because he's got 200,000 shares. How many dollars would you get if you were getting a $5 special dividend out of nowhere from GameStop? How much money would you be getting from the company? Would that make a difference in your life? I mentioned GameStop to my mom and sent my money to invest for her. To the moon, says Serge. Anyone else in Doge as well? I started at 45 a share. I've been leveraging this thing up and up. Interesting stuff. 155.79 on the stock right now. 52,200 traded. Am I a moldy bagel yet? Eric, well done. I had $30 calls in December that expired worthless. In December, they expired worthless. Yes, they did. Oh, my. Just a little early. Just a little wee. If you had February contracts, you'd have been up a little bit. I'd be getting $50. XY says they'd be handing me $50 at $5 a share special dividend. Anybody know what Form 4 is stating? Can't parse it till I'm at home right now. Let me take a look at the GameStop story here, and let me see if I can see any kind of SEC filings that might be coming out here. Is there anything going on? The latest filing was on the 13th of April. That's the latest filing on the company stock. And what do we got here? This is the story where they were buying back $216 million worth of the debt they have out there at 10% interest. They're buying it all back. They're not going to pay $21 million in interest anymore. That's the deal. Bruce, as a thought, if we ever totally leave behind COVID, any thoughts on the next diseases that they're going to get into? I don't know. Guys end up a billionaire. I'm going to be weed bagel when it becomes a real boy. I meant the pharma industry. Sorry. Out for today. Stay safe, healthy apes around the world. I have a buddy whose brother was complaining about buying $6,000 worth of GameStop at 185. Told him he got it cheap and hang on. Weed bagel. Oh my gosh. Correction. Multi-billionaire in Spain. $50 gets you about 2/3 of another stock. Goodbye, XY. I got an email about it. A DFV quadrupled down. How about that? By the way, I don't know if you know this. We got some new product out there now on our channels. Have you seen these? These are the new shirts. We got some new logos. Stock Markets with Uncle Bruce. We just get this logo out. You can buy coffee mugs with these. You can get sweatshirts. You can get hoodies, women's tops. You want to see a woman's top? Check this out. There's a woman's top right there. That looks pretty good, don't you think? That looks pretty darn good. A female Stock Markets with Uncle Bruce. Any of you gals out there want to get some female clothing? Jen got all these up yesterday and today. We also have Uncle Bruce logos like this. Of course, can't see the whole logo, but we put those on shirts as well, on mugs. You can get this logo on a coffee mug, by the way, just so you know. We have more coming. We've got more logos coming. Jen and I are going to be so happy when you guys pick up these items. Look how happy Jen is. Isn't she happy over there? She's got that big smile on her face right there. You know why I got a big smile on my face? I get to look down that top all I want. You gotta love that. You gotta love that. Jen and I were out the other night. I was a little more goofy. I was saying to photographer, "Hey, what are you looking at? What are you looking at down there?" Jen is going, "I know what he's looking at. I know exactly what he's not looking at my eyes. He ain't looking at my eyes. He's looking at something else. I know what he's looking at." Oh man, I said, yeah, I know what you're looking at. I know what you're looking at. You're not looking at her eyes. I got you. Oh my. Look at that poster. Look at all these famous people on this poster, including me. I'm famous too. Oh man. When he doubled down to 38, I bought in. Now he doubled down again. I got 10 more. How about that? Look at how famous I am. I'm hanging out with all this royalty. GameStop royalty. How about that? Hey, can you find me? I'm adjusting my glasses in that shot right there. How about that? GameStop won't stop. GameStop. We're not going to stop the GameStop. Fantastic. Oh, man, we're having fun over here. Unbelievable. You know what that is, right? You know what this is. It's right here. You can get one of those right here. You can get yourself a cell phone amplifier, $60 US donation. We'll airmail you one. We just sent out a couple of these here. We're sending these out too. These are the Sextant donations. They're available too. Just make a donation to the channel. We'll airmail you one. Fantastic, guys. Thank you, all of you, for being here. You know we have these logos too, of course. You know we have this logo as well, obviously. This guy right here is going to make you rich. He's going to make you rich. You pick up this stock, you're going to make a lot of money. Jen and I are just saying, look out, look out, look out. We're going to have some fun here. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. It's really great that you're here. Appreciate it. Let's get back to the comments. As I finish off the day here, we're down to the last 6 minutes of the day. Bruce, it's beautiful. I love that poster so much. Uncle Bruce knows what he's doing. He's part of history. Where's that stock at now? What's it trading at now? 155.75. Is that true? Is it really trading? It's 156 now. Yep. You're in trouble, Uncle Bruce. Jen's going to kill you. What reference do you take to Sextant to point your position at C? I have no idea. In comparison to the same kind of cars here in Germany, yes, that's cheap. As you can easily dump 100,000 in a BMW and Mercedes. There you go. Sherman sold 76,000 shares according to the Form 4 at 156. That's all right. He's allowed to sell all he wants. The street will pick it up. Do a demo with the amp in and out. Yeah, look at that. We can do a demo with the amp. We got the amp right here. Here's the cell phone amplifier. Here's a cell phone. Okay, so you turn on said cell phone. It's complicated, but turn it on, and you get the channel going. You get to Uncle Bruce. You go to Uncle Bruce's channel. You find the final hour of trading. Hour of trading. I don't know why it does that. I don't know why it does that. It works great. These work absolutely fantastic. It works great. These work absolutely fantastic. This blares across the room. The sound comes out here. The sound goes down here, down this little corridor. It flips along here, comes out here, gets blown out across the living room, your rec room, your patio, your campsite, your office, wherever. You just put your phone in there, and it does its thing. It's incredible. We've sold a ton of these cell phone apps for the stock markets with the traveling channel. We've done a ton of those. And now we're offering the Bagels with Bruce version right here. If you want to get one, it's going to take 3 weeks to get it to you because we got a bunch on order. They're being made as we speak. All handmade here in Creston by Marshall. $60 US will get you one. And yeah, that was far out. They're fantastic. They also are very good for self-defense. If someone breaks into your house, there's solid wood. No batteries, no electronics, no software. They never crash. They work all the time. Absolutely. They work great. Anyway, there you go. You want one of those? Send me a donation, $60 US through PayPal, and we will get you one. Airmail for sure. Includes shipping and handling. Jennifer does it. If you want Jennifer's autograph on there and my autograph, we'll do that for you. What we do is we autograph the top right here. I'll autograph it here, and Jen will autograph it here for you. If you like, or if you like, on the back, we can autograph it over here if you like. You just let us know. Tell us what you want. Tell us what your address is when you send in your donation, and we will send you the real deal, baby. Handmade by Marshall Thompson right here in Creston with sourced wood here in Creston. These used to be, the wood on these used to be from barns, other buildings over the years, reutilized wood. High-tech speaker systems needs no power, no nothing. Also an emergency flotation device made from old timber. It doesn't use energy or plugs for the garden. That's right. That's right. There you go. There you have it. Those are great. We love those. These are fun. These are fun. And it looks so cool. Your friends will go, what's that logo on there? Who's that? What's that deal all about? What's that deal gonna? Yep. Yep. Anyway, there you go. Thank you, everybody. How are we doing? We've got the stock at 156.15 right now on 66,900 shares. And we have 1,100 thumbs ups on the channel. Thank you, everybody, for that. And like I say, we're happy to send you one of these cell phone apps if you like one. Check out the Redbubble store and visit the Redbubble store, and you can check out our latest logos for our channel right here, the Stock Markets with Bruce channel right there. Stock Markets with Uncle Bruce t-shirts, coffee mugs, cell phone covers, clocks, stickers, everything. Same with Uncle Bruce coffee mugs and t-shirts and all kinds of stuff. Check it out at your leisure. And Redbubble store, head over there, pick something up. I got mine on order tonight. Got mine coming in. I'll have mine in the next week or two as well. I'll be showing them off on the air, of course. Fantastic. Beautiful gesture. Keith Gill making a statement, buying a chunk at $150. 50,000 shares. Bruce, you are my only friend. Green Bagels, amazing. I have money in game now, but wait till attendees come. Your shop's going to explode. Free thinker, Mick Jones. No, man, I'll be your friend too. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. Enjoy your weekend. See you on Monday. We're done. We're at 2 hours. Nothing sends a message better than putting in your own minimum. I don't know what that means. Thank you, everybody, so much. Oh yeah. I got to get a drink. Money on the line. Thank you, everybody. That's why the bagel isn't green yet. Now we haven't hit 200. How we haven't hit 2,000 likes yet? Why don't we have 2,000 likes for this guy? How come we haven't got 2,000 thumbs up? Well, we got 1,100. Maybe in the after hours. We'll see what's going on. 156 on the stock now. 68,000 traded. Keep an eye on it in the aftermarket. We'll watch it in the pre-market on Monday. Keep an eye on this channel. Make sure to subscribe. Hit that bell notification icon. And thank you, everybody, for being here. It was a great, great day.
That was easy.
That was easy. Let's see what we're going to do. Let's have some fun next week. Make some money. Stay healthy for me in the meantime, everybody. We'll see you Monday morning, first thing bright and early. Thank you, everybody, and take care. Wally's World bought my not a flamethrower for $500. Can't touch it for less than $7,000 on eBay. You, Bruce, is the only way. Cell phone amplifier. See you, Bruce and Jen. Thanks, Wally. Wally's World. Thank you, guys. That was easy.
That was easy.
That was easy.
That was easy.
That was so easy. Thank you, everybody. Take care, everybody. Have a nice weekend. Take care. See you guys later. All right. Bye for now. We're out of here.